All right, so this is for really my own studying, but figured might as well, record it, maybe throw it up on YouTube or somewhere, and that way at least I can go back and re-listen to it. So I'm gonna try to do little clips of videos, all that good stuff. Reading is not even my strong suit, so bear with me or bounce off. So we're gonna investigate oceans and law of the sea, division for ocean affairs and the law of the sea, United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea of 10 December 1982. I was 2 years old. All right, we're going to click first on this one. Let's see if do I have to right click. Well, we'll have to go back. Anyways. Okay, so preamble, which I don't even know the definition of that. Let me pause this actually real quick. Let me grab. Actually, I don't need to pause it. We'll just do it together. So we'll go to Google, and then let's look for Black's Law definitions of convention. No, but we're gonna do Black's Law Dictionary. I don't know if the older you go is better. Let's see. Here's 4th edition, maybe. Let's try that and see if we could get on Black's Law Dictionary. Let's see. Let's see if this is even a. We're going to try to research together. Let that load. In the meantime, I'm going to go and grab this word. Look at that. Okay, so it looks like we have a Black's Law Dictionary right here. Now let's hit Command F. Let's throw in that word right there and see what comes up. Preamble. Well, no, we want the definition of preamble, not the preamble of Black's Law Dictionary, right? So let's see, preamble, and nope. That's the preamble of this. Let's see. Preamble. I don't think that's it. Preliminary statement. Preamble. That might have been it. Let's see what that says. In addition to the canons for professional conduct of lawyers, which it has formulated and adopted, the American Bar Association. No, I don't think this is it. Preamble. Of course, we are in. Could just go down to P's. Figure that it should give us a definition, but it may not. Here we go. Preamble. A clause at the beginning of a constitution or statute explanatory of the reasons for its enactment and the objects sought to be accomplished. All right, that makes sense. Pretty cool. All right, so that's what the preamble is. Excuse me. All right, the states parties to the convention, prompted by the desire to settle in a spirit of mutual understanding and cooperation all issues relating to the law of the sea, and aware of the historic significance of this convention as an important contribution to the maintenance of peace, justice, and progress for all peoples of the world. Interesting, it says peoples instead of persons. Noting that developments since the United Nations conferences on the on the law of the sea at hold on real quick. All right, sorry about that. Forgot where I was left off. Let's start here. Noting that developments since the United Nations conferences on the law of the sea at Genevieve, Geneva, I think it's Genevieve, if I'm pronouncing that right, in 1958 and 1960 have dang, I don't know that word. Let's see if we can do a lookup. Accentuated. Huh. Sorry, you guys probably know what this word is, but I want to hear it.
Accentuate.
Accentuate, yeah. See, this is where my reading ain't the greatest. But anyways, all right. Have accentuated the need for a new and generally acceptable convention on the law of the sea. Conscious, I believe that's conscious or concise. No, conscious that the problems of ocean space are closely interrelated and need to be considered as a whole. Conscious that the problems of the ocean space are closely related. Let's just make sure we're reading the correct word. Conscious.
Conscious.
Conscious, yes. Okay. All right, so conscious that the problems of the ocean space are closely interrelated and need to be considered as a whole. I mean, that's an interesting statement right there. Recognizing the desirability of establishing through the convention with due regard for the sovereignty of all states, a legal order for the seas and oceans which will facilitate international communication and will prompt the peaceful use of the seas and oceans for equitable and efficient utilization of their resources. The convention of their living resources in the study, protection, and preservation of the marine environment. Okay. Bearing in mind that the achievement of these goals will contribute to the realization of a just and equitable international economic order which takes into account the interests and needs of mankind as a whole, and in particular the special interests and needs of developing countries, whether coastal or landlocked, desiring by this convention to develop the principles embodied in Resolution 2749 of 17 December 1970, in which the General Assembly of the United Nations solemnly declare inter alia alia ala something that the area of the seabed and ocean floor and the subsoil thereof beyond the limits of national jurisdiction, as well as its resources, are the common heritage of mankind, the exploration of which shall be carried out for the benefit of mankind as a whole, irrespective of the geographical location of states. Believing that the codification and progressive development of the law of the sea achieved in the convention will contribute to the strengthening of peace, security, cooperation, and friendly relations among all nations in conformity with the principles of justice and equal rights, and will prompt the economic and social advancements of all peoples, not persons, of the world, in accordance with the purposes and principles of the United Nations as set forth in the Charter, affirming that matters not regulated by the Convention continue to be governed by the rules and principles of general international law, have agreed as follows. Have agreed as follows. So, part 1, full screen version, return back to home. So maybe part 1's probably next, is my guess. So this is interesting. Let's see. Body by the resolution. I feel like I had a question in here. But yeah, it's an interesting preamble. All right, well, I'm going to end this video and do it in smaller sections, I think, and this was my goal. So stay tuned for the next one.